Hello, welcome to another tutorial series. In this tutorial series, we are going to build a hotel website with Alora Web Editor. As you can see, we have all the images and stuff we are going to need for the homepage already done, and it's here on the website. So we are going to go ahead and then we are going to work on it. First, let's take a look at the design. This is a design that has already been done by a colleague of mine, and there's a full video, a course on building this particular design in Canva. So you can take a look at this in the description, and if you like our videos, we would implore you to subscribe, like, and click on the notification icon to get all the tutorials that we put there every day. Okay, so we are just going to jump straight into this. We've built our first website. There's a first tutorial series, it's Alora Essentials. I implore you to watch those tutorials before you watch this one, because we are not going to go through a lot of the things that we covered in there, and we are going to be moving very fast as we build this website. As you can see here, we have only the front page built for us, but we are going to build the rest of the 5 pages based on the page we have here and the design that we have here, and it's going to be simple for us. And when we are done with this whole tutorial, we are going to convert this into a live website. What I mean is that we are going to launch this website for a real business, a real hotel business that would actually be using this website. So everything on it would be working fully, that you can actually check online with the link that we are going to put in there after we are done with the website. Now that's great. We have all the content here, and we've talked about how to work on your website when you're starting. This time we are going to start properly. We are going to get all the codes that we need. In a previous tutorial series, certain mistakes were made intentionally to help you know some of the things that you would come across as you build your website, and why certain things were very important for you to do at the beginning. So right now we are going to start with the things that we need to do. First, we need to resize our images, and as you can see, we have a few images here. Let's take a look at the images we used for the design. For design, it won't be a problem if the image is the quality of the image is really high, and that's what we need. But because it's for screens now, we will have to reduce the size of the images. So let's get started. So the first thing where we go to is iloveimage.com/resize image. That's what we use for the resizing of our images. There are a lot of other places that we could use, but we choose to use this one. So I'm just going to drag the images that I need to resize over here. Now let's go ahead. I'm just going to select everything. Let me select all the images that I need to resize. Okay, and then we can go ahead and then resize them. Okay, so these are the images that we need to resize. We have a specific size that we want, or a range of sizes that we want. We want the width to be 1600, 2000, and this is all very huge, and the size will still be big, so we want to reduce it. Since it's screen, it's going to work well. Though we can use HD pictures, that's 1080 by 1920, but we don't have to do that. For this one, we are just going to make 1006, and we are going to maintain aspect ratio, right? And so the height of the images will be determined easily by the application itself, so we don't have stress. So now we have the size determined for us, and the next thing that we need to do is resize the images. Okay, so we are done with that. I'm just going to open. Right. So as you can see, we are done with the resize, and we've downloaded the images that we resize. Remember, in our previous tutorials, we said that when you resize your images, don't keep them in a previous don't put them in a previous folder, in the content folder. Move them into the images folder. So the reason why you're keeping the copy of the original image is that you might want to resize the image again if it's not fitting your design. Maybe you want a portrait version, you want to cut some part, you want to crop some part of the image for another part of the website. That is very important. So if you have already resized it to a fixed size, you might not get the part of the image that you need. That's why we keep a copy. So instead of going to replace it in the content folder, you bring it over here. Now that we are done with that, let's go back to our desktop, let's go back to our folder and copy the files that we need in there. So we are just going to select these ones we don't need to resize them because they are icons that are already the size that we need them. We have our logo, we are pulling all of them here, right? Okay, so let's undo. So what we need to do is copy them. Though these files are not necessarily, there's no need for us to keep them here, I'm just going to leave them here for now, just in case we need to do something with it. I'm just going to copy them and then paste them here. So now these are all the images that are going onto our website. We are done working on them, but let's take a look at something. You can see the sizes are too big. 1.4 megabytes is too much, and this needs to change. So we are taking it to another website called TinyJPG or TinyPNG to reduce the sizes of the images and everything that we have. So let's see how much we can save for our website. And as you know, we are doing all this so that our website would be fast loading, because if you put a 1.5 megabytes image on your website, when people are loading the website, it's going to be slow. As you can see, from 1.5 megabytes to 221, that is a huge difference, and that is going to make a huge difference when people are visiting your website. So it's very important that you do this step. Alright, so I have an issue with too many at once. Let me download it. Okay. Alright, so we have all this down. Let's go into our folder here. But this time, when we resize the images, what we need to do is drag and drop them here to replace them. The only images we didn't deal with is the Twitter and the video image. That one we can still resize it or we can leave it. It's not an issue at all. It's not an issue. If we can resize it or leave it. But just for the sake, this is just 3 kilobytes. I don't think the change will be too much. But at the end of the day, still, we did have some change over there. So it's all good. It's very good that we do this. It's going to make our website very fast. Though it's quite tedious, I think it's best you do this from the beginning of your website. And anytime you have any new image, you would have to do this. So it's best you put all the images together, do them, and then you put it in the beginning of the website place. Let's go back to our design and let's see the routes that we need to take right now. So let's go to content and take a look at our design. So let's see what we have to do. Now all the fonts here are already in Alora, so we don't need to download any fonts here. But we have quite a lot of things to get ready before we go into building this website for real. Like for example, getting the font sizes correct, making sure we create actions for the simple things that we need to do for the website. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start doing it. So we are going to launch our application and then we can start working on the website. So in this tutorial, we've been able to get started. So this is more of an introduction into building the website, the things that we need to do before we start building the website. In the next tutorial, we are just going to start preparing to build a website. And what I mean by preparing to build a website is creating our style guides, making sure we build our actions down, and then we start building the website, and it's going to be fast for us. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this series. See you in the next one.